sticky they are. Hey everyone, I'm Steph. Chris is behind the camera, and we are in the heart of Vietnam in the historic city of Hue. Known for its ancient imperial cuisine and vibrant street food, this is the place to come for food lovers. We're so excited to explore the city and taste all the incredible food that we can find today with you guys. So come on, let's get exploring. Xin chào. Nem Lui?
Yeah, nem lui.
Ah, Nem Lui. Oh my gosh, guys, look at all these grilled pork skewers cooking up. So this is Nem Lui. Now, this is a very popular dish here in Hue, and they usually do them on chopsticks or sticks, but here they actually do them the traditional way on lemongrass, and just look how much they're cooking up. Oh my God, the smell of these is incredible. This is gonna be the best way to start our day for breakfast today. Oh my gosh.
Wow, egg.
Egg, yeah.
Wow.
We're here at this very local spot for breakfast, which has actually been around since 1986, and they only have 2 things on the menu, which I feel is when you know a place does something really good, they just have a few things. Now, they do this bun quai, as well as the Nem Lui, which is really why we came here, because I mean, just look at this. We have got grilled, marinated pork that has been sitting in spices, herbs, I believe, garlic, onions, lemongrass, and it's actually on a lemongrass stick. Just look at that. Oh my gosh, the smell of it is insane. The pork looks super sticky, and the fact that it's on lemongrass, like how amazing is that? So these are served and eaten as a fresh roll. So you're given these rice paper sheets as your wrap, as well as a bunch of fresh ingredients here. So let's get wrapping. This looks incredible. So we've got a really nice thin sheets of rice paper here. And what I love about these sort of do-it-yourself wraps is just all these fresh herbs. So it looks like we've got mint, we've got lettuce here, And you just gotta kind of load it up, you know? So we've also got some, looks like pickled daikon and most likely pickled carrot here. Look at those guys. And we've got something interesting that I'm not really sure what it is. Looks like something between a vegetable and a fruit. Oh, maybe like a star fruit or something? Look at that. Okay, we've got some cucumber. Now we have loaded ourselves up here. Let's get one of these incredible looking pork skewers. Just look at that. Okay, now the key here in Vietnam is learning how to wrap a good rice paper roll, which can sometimes be a challenge and sometimes you need two, but okay, here we go. Let's get this guy off. Ooh, this guy's a bit of a tough one. Oh, I got it off. I was just pulling at nothing there. There we go, we've got our little fresh rice paper roll here, and what makes Nem Lui so special as well is this incredible thick, rich looking dipping sauce, which is like a peanutty sauce. I think it's also made with pork liver as well or something. Looks like there's sesame seeds in there, but this just looks so good. Let's get a nice big dip of that. Oh my gosh, breakfast bite, here we go. Oh my goodness, that is a bomb of flavors and textures. You can see our little pork skewer there as well as all the fresh veggies. Oh my gosh, that is honestly a flavor explosion. The meat itself, so nice and tender, it's juicy. Oh my gosh, and those fresh veggies add just such a nice freshness to it. The sauce is so rich and flavorful. Wow, that adds such an extra dimension to it. You know what? The flavor of it isn't strongly peanutty. It actually does taste a bit more like the liver or something that they use for it. But I have to say, I love the difference in textures with the soft pork and the crunchy veggies. Oh, that is just so good. Naan Hoa, so good. Naan Hoa, oh, delicious. These are seriously so good. I love how this place actually does their Nem Lui on the lemongrass skewer. Not a lot of places do that anymore. It's much more of a traditional way to do it, but it just adds such a cool dimension to the dish. Okay, you've definitely got to just try it on its own. Look how tender and juicy that meat is there. Oh my gosh, it's actually like, look at my fingers. It's actually sticky, the pork. Oh, and actually just sitting on the lemongrass like that. The meat has such a nice smoky flavor from the charcoal. You can really taste the aromatic flavor of that lemongrass. Oh, everything the meat is marinated in. That is so good. With the flavors here in Hue being that much bolder and spicier than the rest of the country, oh, you've got to add some of the local chili sauce into your dips. Let's just add a hefty amount into here because, I mean, why not, you know? Oh, look at that color there. Oh, that's gonna be really nice. All right, let's get a nice dip of this spicy now. Oh, look at that. Oh, so thick, this sauce. Ooh. It's like a fish sauce, spicy chili sauce. It's got a very unique flavor to it. Adds a nice kick. But oh, I have to say, what I just tasted here with my little Nem Lui is what's cool is that every time you make it, you actually don't make it the same. So this one, it tastes more of the pickles. So it's kind of cool. It's like every wrap that you have has different flavor to it depending on the ratio of ingredients you put inside. That's very cool. Last up, we've got our bun quai, which is like a battered pancake that's made of rice flour, corn flour, and egg. It's got 3 different kinds of meat in there. We've got pork, we've got shrimp, we've got some kind of sausage, We got some veggies. We've even got an egg on top here. The super sweet owner showed us, well, described to us how to eat this one because we've actually never had this before. So gotta put it in our little bowl here and make a bit of a salad, if you will, because you don't want the rice paper itself, but of course you want all these incredible, tasty, fresh greens, pickled veggies. I love those actually, so we gotta get quite a few in there. Once you've got all your veggies in, last step is to apparently cover this thing in the sauce. And I feel like we gotta be generous. Oh look, there's an actual peanut there. Ooh-wee. Okay, this looks super, super good. Don't know how I'm gonna actually really eat this because this is now just a massive stuffed pancake. Okay. Wow, that pancake is actually so comforting. It's soft and chewy on the inside, and the outside is nice and crispy. Oh, and with those fresh veggies there, that meat adds such a nice savoriness to it. I am loving this. There's so much flavor and texture, and that sauce too. This is so good. The flavors and textures of this nem lui are just out of this world. I love the freshness of the vegetables, but the meat itself is honestly the star of the show here. These lemongrass sticks are just so traditional and impart such a nice flavor to the meat. Look how sticky they are, oh my gosh. If this is how we're starting our food tour in Hue, I think we're off to a very good start, and it is going to be a very, very good day. Just incredible.
Up next, we're at this very local spot to try some ancient royal dumplings. Xin chào!
Đẹp quá.
Đẹp quá.
Đẹp quá, à, đẹp quá. Đẹp quá.
Bánh lọc, bánh lọc. Bánh lọc.
We have our dumpling feast here. Now, these are some of the most popular dishes here in Hue, and we have a whole smattering of different dumplings. So we have bun bao here, we have bun nam, we have bun bot lok, and bum jam eat. Now, all of these are rice flour-based dumplings, except for this one, which is special, and we'll go through that later. But I want to start with the bun bao here. You can see here, look at that. So it's a nice rice flour kind of dough on the bottom there. And on top of that rice flour dumpling, you can see that there's flecks of shrimp, some fried shallots, as well as a nice piece of crispy pork crackling, like pork skin there. So what an interesting dumpling really, that they call these dumplings. It's almost like an open-faced dumpling. But we have our fish sauce here, which we must add a few chilies to get it a little bit spicy. We grab our bun bao here. And let's put a little fish sauce on top. Oh yeah. Ooh, I can smell those chilies from the fish sauce. And I think you're supposed to just scoop them out and eat them like one shot, one bite. They're super, super sticky though, that rice flour. Oh, but actually really delicate. Oh, I love how it's just one bite too, a one biter. Ooh, look at that. You can see just how thin that rice flour is. Okay, I lost my crispy skin there, so. Okay, here we go. First one, bun bao. Oh, that pork skin, so crispy and crackling. That is so flavorful. You have the crispy onions, the shrimp gives it a really nice shrimpy, fishy flavor. But with that fish sauce too, it adds that sour zing to it. Oh, that is good. And the rice flour, so, so soft and almost just mushes in your mouth. I really like that one, especially because of the crispy pork skin. But let's move on. We have another dumpling here, and we saw these ones get made. So this is bun nam, and you can see they are made and wrapped in these beautiful banana leaves here. Wow, and then steamed. So they are nice and hot. Let's see what's inside. So beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Talk about an interesting like dumpling. But just look, you can see again the rice flour there, really thin. Look at that. And we have a nice shrimp and pork mixture on the top there, along with some green onions as well. Oh, this one has the smell of that steamed banana leaf. It smells so aromatic. Oh, that is incredible. Okay, so I think we need to spoon some of our fish sauce on top of this one. And just, ooh, again, just so sticky. But just look at that. I think we fold it over and one-shot it as well. Oh, look at that. Again, so delicate and soft. Oh, okay, I'm gonna lose it. Here we go. Ooh, okay. That shrimp and pork mixture, really meaty tasting. Oh, wow. That is really, really yummy. But you can really taste that steamed banana leaf infused in the rice flour. That is really, really tasty. Oh, Okay, I think I might have to go for the bun nam as the #1 overall so far. But we got 2 more challengers here. So we have another dumpling here that's wrapped in the banana leaf, but this one is actually made of tapioca flour, not rice flour, and this one is bun potlok. So let's unwrap our surprise here again. Wonder what it's gonna be like inside. Ooh. Again, steamed, so super hot and warm. Here we go. Oh wow, look at that. You can see there that because it's made with tapioca, it's almost a different color. Not that rice flour color, but almost like a clear, translucent color. And you can see in there, I believe that's shrimp in there. This one's even stickier than the other ones there. Okay, very interested to try this bun potlok. Let's get some fish sauce on it. Oh wow, another one biter. Although I kind of want to bite this one in 2s because just look at that. I want to see what's inside this one, so here we go. All right, cheers. Oh, that one is interesting. Much, much chewier, that tapioca flour, and inside just ram-packed with that shrimp. Oh, the shrimp is really juicy and succulent, but it's so interesting because this is so chewy. It's like a bubble tea, like a shrimp bubble tea, all in one little dumpling package. I like this one, it's super interesting. Nanwa, really delicious. Oh, what a dumpling feast we have here. But if you can believe it, we have one more that's might be even more special than all of the other ones. So this is bun jam it, and you can see here, it's like a two-parter dumpling. So on the bottom, we have a crispy rice cake, and on the top, it's like a steamed, soft rice flour dumpling, and it looks like it's filled with some sort of fish pork paste again. And on the top, we have the shrimp flecks. Oh, this one looks so cool, and again, looks so crispy because of the crispy bottom there. I love that. Whew. All right, let's give this one a try. Actually, you know what? Let's get a little extra dip of our spicy fish sauce here. Okay, here we go. So crunchy. What crazy texture of that dumpling. You have the super crispy and crunchy bottom, that rice cake, but the soft steamed dumpling on the top, it's such a different mix of textures. You got the soft, you got the hard, but it all tastes so good because that shrimp and pork paste on the inside is actually really flavorful, meaty tasting, and those shrimp flakes really give it that fish flavor too. I really honestly like how crunchy and crispy it is. Ooh, you can see in there, a little bit of shrimp on the inside there. This is really good too. This has been such a unique dumpling experience. Even though they're similar, they're all very much different in taste, texture, and flavors. And this is like the ultimate dumpling experience that you must try when you're here in Hue. Oh man, so good.
What's the verdict? Which one is your favorite?
They're all so good again and so different, but I think the winner has to be the bun jam it because of that crispy rice bottom. Oh, and the soft on the top, but I gotta love that crispiness. Oh, it's just the perfect little dumpling.
The main attraction here in Hue is the walled Imperial City and Palace grounds you can see here behind me. It was the imperial capital of Vietnam during the 18 and 1900s, and honestly it's so beautiful to walk around the walls and the moat here, but it's also really interesting how the ancient city and royal court has influenced the cuisine and the food here. Ultimately, when you come to Hue, this is the thing you have to see and check out because, I mean, come on, it's just gorgeous. One of the coffees we have grown to absolutely love here in Vietnam is the salt coffee. And it's not just us that love it, the whole entire country is all over it. We are about to head in now to the place it was invented. We're super stoked for this. We are here at Cafe Moi, who are the original inventors of Cafe Moi.
The original salt coffee.
I'm so excited. We love the salt coffees here
Love
in Vietnam.
salt coffee.
And just look at this guy here. So we've got the traditional Vietnamese phin, the filter coffee here on top, and underneath.
So layered? Wow.
Oh my God, this smells so good, yeah. So what makes the salt coffee is you've got your Vietnamese dark Robusta coffee in the center there that's dripped through. You've got, oh my gosh, a ton of condensed milk on the bottom. And what's on top, Chris?
Well, I got my own because we couldn't just let Steph have one for herself.
Of course not.
And we weren't gonna share this one, so I got my own. But on top is what makes the salt coffee so special. And you can see the 3 layers there, but this is what makes the salt coffee special. That is the salt foam, and you can see just how foamy, how white it is. And how is the foam made, Steph?
So it is a whisked condensed milk with salt. So it's actually like a salty cream foam that they put on top.
Salty salt. Oh wow! And just again, it's so thick. You can see there. It's not even dripping off my spoon there. You can see. So I'm just gonna have.
I want to try
a
some
taste
off
of
the
this.
top.
All right,
too.
cheers.
A little off the top.
A little salt cheers.
Oh wow.
Just like bubbles away in my mouth.
It's really, really
Oh.
nice. It's super creamy. And it has a bit of salty flavor to it, which honestly you'd think, okay, that's really weird. Why would you put salt in a coffee? But it's reminiscent of like a salted caramel.
Yeah,
like
it's
the
not like
salt-
overly salty.
No, it more just actually like heightens the sweetness and kind of balances out the bitterness of the coffee as well.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna stir mine and make a nice salt coffee. You can just see there that nice brown color now. Oh, look at that.
There's so
wow.
much condensed milk in these too. Yum.
And even
Love
when you
that.
stir it, you still got that layer of foam on the top as well. Oh. Okay, so with a salt coffee, actually, you're supposed to have it iced.
Yes.
So we have our ice here. So we gotta put an ice cube in each. I'm just gonna use my hands. Ice
That's
cube?
probably best. Oh, thank you very
There.
much. It's a big one.
Big ice cube into mine. Woo. Salt coffee is drank cold here in Vietnam, so got our nice big ice cubes in there, and oh man, the coffee break was needed today,
Yes, definitely.
so this is gonna be delicious. And you can see the coffee here in the fin, the filter, just dripped out all that yummy, strong, rich Vietnamese coffee. Okay.
Look at the color of this now. That nice, rich, almost velvety Vietnamese coffee. It's like thick. Oh, I just love it. Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yo. Ooh, that is very smooth and like really sweet.
Nice. You know what? It is quite actually different than other salt coffees we've had because we've actually had quite a fair few salt coffees since we've been
We're
in
loving the
Vietnam
salt
'cause
coffee.
They're so good. But I feel like this one,
It's almost
it's like
a bit more salty.
I don't know how
actually.
to describe it. The saltiness is very mild. Like you can taste, like I said, a bit of saltiness,
good.
but it's so creamy and rich with the condensed milk. It really is like a salted caramel. It's quite like decadent, actually, to be honest.
It's like a
with
dessert
you.
coffee, to be honest. Yeah.
And I feel like it's almost, you know what it is? It's almost like creamier and richer than other ones we've had. Other ones have been quite dark in terms
Yeah.
of like the coffee. Like the coffee's been quite strong, but this is super nice.
And the salt's supposed to enhance the sweetness of the coffee. I just love that strong black filter coffee here in Vietnam.
So bold and rich.
This is like a cake almost, drinking like a cake actually.
It
now.
is. It's actually super, super decadent.
And it's nice to come to the original shop for this salt coffee. It was invented here in 2010, but since then it has blown up throughout the country.
Yeah.
And here in Hue as well, you can find so many shops that sell the salt coffee here.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
All over,
But
so-
you have to come to the original place where it was invented to get the original baseline flavor, I think.
Yeah, the original recipe, really.
yes,
'Cause it's nice to
exactly.
try it all around the city,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we
'cause
definitely
each one
have
is a
and
little
will
bit
continue
different.
doing.
Yeah.
But coming to the original,
Yeah.
which is actually one of the most affordable salt coffees
You're right, it actually
we've
is.
ever had
Yeah.
here in Vietnam. Not only just the city, but here in Vietnam
Yeah.
at 15,000 dong.
Yeah, we
it's
were
really
surprised,
affordable.
like especially with it being the original. I thought maybe they would have jacked up the price or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But no,
no.
they haven't. So
This is-
I don't know, maybe we'll get a second one.
I think so. Perfect coffee break and perfect
Yeah.
coffee here in Hue.
Yo.
You gotta, you gotta try the salt coffee. Cafe Moi, definitely one of our faves. Yeah.
So good.
So good.
We're doing things a little backwards here, and before our last meal, we're actually going for dessert. But it's not your typical dessert, it's actually a meaty dessert. You'll see. Xin chào.
Nice. Wow.
Come on. Look at these little guys. This is our dessert of Che Bat La Kiao Quay. Now, Che is a very popular dessert here in Vietnam. It's like a dessert soup, and this is only found here in Hue. And the Bat La Kiao Quay refers to these little dumplings we have inside, which are actually roasted pork tapioca dumplings. So it's quite a sweet and savory dessert. The roast pork is actually marinated in sugar and ginger. Oh, and then it's in a sugar ginger water here. And honestly, that smells so good, so gingery. Oh my gosh, I just love the way these look. They're so cute. Okay. That is so unique. Oh my gosh. Where do I even begin? There is such a contrast of flavors and textures. I feel like my mind just got blown, to be honest with you. The pork is chewy and kind of fibrous and meaty, but then the tapioca dumpling is so chewy and kind of soft and gelatinous on the outside. And then the pork itself is very savory, but it has a sweetness to it from being marinated in the sugar. And then the tapioca and the ginger, I guess broth, you could call it, has a nice sweetness to it, but a nice kick and spiciness from the ginger too. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Super unique, a little bit weird, to be honest, when you first eat it, but that is so tasty. Okay, I just want to bite into one of these guys to see what's inside. You can see, actually, look, there's the chunks of pork there. You can see it's kind of like, you can see all the corners of the pork. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at that there. You can see huge piece of pork, and that's so unique because we've actually had like a pork dumpling like this before, but it's never like legitimate pieces of pork in it like that. That is honestly crazy. It's so hard to describe. You're eating meat, but it's a dessert, and it's sweet, and it totally works. Oh my gosh.
That sounds like my kind of dessert.
It is so good, to be honest with you. I love Che because everywhere you go, every city, it's so different. And this one here that you can only find in Hue is honestly so unique. At all the Che stalls, there's so much to choose from, like such a variety of different Che. But here in Hue, you have to have this super unique meaty one. And these balls, like they're decent size. Look at that. And there's pieces of ginger floating around in the water too. And it just gives it such a nice flavor. And it's cold, so it's super refreshing. Oh, that is insanely unique. It's so tasty. Nan Hoa. Nan Hoa, it's very good. I seriously love this.
We are wrapping up our first food tour here in Hue with the most iconic noodle dish of the city. We have been looking forward to this all day. This is gonna be good. we have our massive bowl of bun bo hui here, our beef noodle soup. Now we got the special, which is full of beef, pork, as well as crab. And what gives this noodle soup its signature flair and flavor is the broth, which is made with beef and pork bones, lemongrass, shrimp paste, and chili paste. So you can see it has like a nice red tinge to it, but oh wow. The aromas coming out from this bowl is incredible. You can really smell that lemongrass, just so fresh. So of course, I gotta have a taste of this. Oh wow, that is ultra flavorful. Oh, it's like a lemongrass punch to the face. It is so nice and aromatic and flavorful, not too salty. Oh, but it just has like a nice citrusy flavor to that broth. That is incredible. And with bun bo hui, the noodle that you get is a nice rice vermicelli. You can see there, pretty thin noodles there, but wow, look at these ingredients here. Look how big this piece of pork is. It's like a pork hock. You can see there. Look at that skin there. Oh, that is a massive piece of pork. Not to be outdone by the size is this huge piece of what I'm gonna assume is pork's blood. That's huge. We have our big piece of crab cake here as well. This is ingredient packed. So we have our nice big bowl of greens, of course, being here in Vietnam. We gotta fill it up with all the fresh veggies. Got our lime as well. And with the bun bo hui, I think we need to just add a touch of this chili sauce here to make it a little bit spicy, as well as a little bit of this nice dry chili as well. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be good. This bowl is overflowing with delicious goodness. All right, I wanna get a nice big bite with the noodles and that fresh beef that she threw into that huge pot that's just brewing behind me. Oh, look at that. That looks delicious. Okay, here we go. That beef is so fresh. Just melts in my mouth. Oh, I can't get over the flavor of that broth though. It is just so tasty and yummy and flavorful. That is really good. You usually don't have like a citrusy soup, like a noodle soup, but it really works. With the beef and the pork bones too, it gives the noodles such a bold, rich flavor. It's just meaty, citrusy deliciousness. Oh. I love the addition of the onions in the broth as well. And the rice vermicelli, the bun, the noodles, just so soft, cooked to perfection. It is the perfect noodle for this dish. Oh. This is hui summed up in a bowl here. All of those spicy, unique flavors. Oh, this is incredible. The fresh sliced beef is so good, but let's give a try of these other ingredients. Look at this beef pork blood. Oh wow, that is like jelly. It's got a hint of like that bloody iron flavor, but it really just tastes like pork actually. Oh, I really like that. It's almost juicy, the piece of blood. It like explodes when you bite into it. That's really, really tasty. And we got the nice big piece of crab cake here. Cool. Look at that. It's like crab roe in this crab cake. Oh, that's so flavorful. Such a strong flavor of crab. And of course, we can't forget about this massive piece of pork that I have to hand bomb as well. Just look at this. Okay, let's do this. Look at that. Oh man, that pork is super fatty and gelatinous, and that meat is really tender. That is fantastic. again, goes so well with the beef, all of it. So much meat going on in this bowl. The crab, the pork, the veggies add such a nice fresh crunchiness as well. But the shining star has to go to that sliced beef, because at the end of the day, this is bun bo hue, a beef noodle soup. And oh man, it is so good. And this place is so busy and packed. There are people coming and going, getting their bun bo hue to go. Tons of people sitting here eating beside me. So this is definitely a must try when you're here in Hue. And this place does such an amazing one too. That beef, spectacular. All right guys, that does it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. The flavors of Hue are so special and we can't wait to continue exploring the city and trying all of the delicious food. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're Hungry to Travel, and we'll see you next meal.